For so many of us, especially those who enjoyed 1990s sitcoms with the family gathered around the TV, Family Matters was a Friday night tradition. Its lovable characters, heartwarming stories, and bursts of slapstick humor have become treasured memories in living rooms across the United States and Europe. At its core, the show combined wholesome lessons with laugh out loud moments, leaving a lasting mark on pop culture. Now, decades later, we look back and remember not just the fictional escapades of the Winslow family and their friends, but also the actors who have since left us. While the show itself remains an enduring piece of television history, there's an added poignancy in recalling the lives and careers of these 10 individuals. First, we remember Rosetta LeNoire, who portrayed the beloved matriarch Estelle Mother Winslow. Already a theatrical powerhouse before stepping into sitcoms, she brought a sense of calm, wisdom, and mischievous humor to the Winslow household. Reportedly a firm believer in giving new talent a chance, she was instrumental in promoting diverse theater opportunities long before Family Matters made her a familiar face. In her personal life, she kept close ties with her extended family and was said to often host holiday gatherings that were filled with music and stories. One anecdote that friends adored is how she would occasionally bake a massive batch of cookies for the Family Matters crew just to make sure nobody went home hungry. Rosetta passed away in 2002 from complications related to diabetes, but her warmth and advocacy for inclusion in the arts continue to inspire. From Broadway to primetime television, she left behind a legacy of nurturing fresh voices and showing that family and family entertainment truly matters. Michelle Thomas, who portrayed the sweet and charming Myra Monkhouse, is still cherished by fans for her genuine portrayal of a young woman in love. Before Family Matters, she appeared on The Cosby Show, but it was her role as Myra that really spotlighted her comedic timing and natural grace. She reportedly maintained a strong connection with her own family, especially her mother, actress Finjuar Thomas, and often spoke of how her upbringing kept her grounded in an industry that can sometimes be overwhelming. Tragically, Michelle faced a rare form of stomach cancer that took her life in December 1998 when she was just 30 years old. Amid her health struggles, she was known for her optimism and faith, telling one friend that she believed, "Love always outshines the darkness." Even now, Michelle is remembered for the bright smile and lighthearted spirit she brought to every scene, a reminder that kindness and humor can leave a lasting impression far beyond our time here. Barry Jenner became a memorable recurring figure as Lieutenant Murtaugh, Carl Winslow's often befuddled superior at the police department. While he wasn't in every episode, his appearances brought comedic tension and a sense of workplace camaraderie. Outside of Family Matters, he guest starred in numerous television shows, showcasing a versatile talent that ranged from comedic to dramatic roles. Colleagues mentioned that away from the cameras, Barry was reportedly quite the storyteller, sharing tales from Hollywood sets dating back to the 1970s. He passed away in 2016 from acute myeloid leukemia, leaving behind a legacy of professionalism and a friendly, open demeanor that endeared him to casts and crews throughout his career. For many fans, his portrayal of Lieutenant Murtaugh remains a funny reminder that police precincts can be just as wonderfully chaotic as family living rooms. Donna Summer, the legendary queen of disco, made a brief but unforgettable cameo in Family Matters as the spirited Aunt Una from Altoona. Known worldwide for her chart-topping hits like Last Dance and Hot Stuff, she brought her extraordinary musical presence to the Winslow universe, instantly lighting up the screen. Donna was reportedly delighted to appear in a show that emphasized family values, and cast members later reminisced about how she spontaneously broke into song in between takes, treating everyone to a mini concert. Though primarily famous as a music icon, she had a warm, down-to-earth personality that made her cameo feel like a special gift for viewers. Donna Summer died in 2012, reportedly from complications related to lung cancer, but she left behind a timeless catalog of music and a message that genuine talent can transcend any genre or sitcom cameo and bring people together with joy and excitement. Sherman Hemsley, best known for his role as George Jefferson on The Jeffersons, popped up in a couple of episodes of Family Matters as the tough yet comedic Captain Savage. Famed for his trademark strut and high-energy comedic style, Sherman reportedly brought a similar sense of humor to the Family Matters set, always eager to try out new improvisations. Castmates recalled that he had a knack for dancing his way onto the stage every morning. A little routine, he said, put him in a positive mindset. He passed away in 2012 from lung cancer. Even though fans primarily remember him as George Jefferson, his appearance on Family Matters underscored his broad comedic range and the spirit of fun he contributed to every show he joined. His enduring legacy is that of a groundbreaking sitcom star whose laughter and energy helped shape television comedy across generations. Johnny Brown, a familiar face to many as Bookman on Good Times, also had a cameo in Family Matters as Mr. Quick. Known for his warm demeanor and comedic timing, Johnny was reportedly the kind of performer who could make friends instantly, whether with co-stars or production assistants. One heartwarming story shared by a fellow cast member is that Johnny had a habit of arriving on set with a small tin of homemade fudge, insisting that a sweet treat was the best way to start a day's work. He passed away in 2022. While his roles sometimes flew under the radar for those who didn't recognize him immediately, to sitcom aficionados, he remains an emblem of that classic era of TV comedy in which a quick wit and a kind heart could turn any brief appearance into something memorable. Naya Rivera, who found fame as Santana Lopez on Glee, actually stepped onto the Family Matters set as a child actress, playing a character named Gwendolyn. Though her role was small, she reportedly made a big impression as a talented kid who carried herself with a striking confidence for someone so young. That early spark would later propel her into a celebrated career in television and music. Off-screen, she was known to be a devoted mother and a passionate advocate for various charities, including those supporting women and children. Her tragic passing in 2020 by accidental drowning shook fans worldwide. Even as she left us far too soon, the impact she had, both as a young performer on classic family sitcoms and as a breakout star in her adulthood, reminds us how precious and unpredictable life can be. She proved that a brief cameo can sometimes mark the beginning of a stellar legacy. Helen Martin, recognized by many as the sharp-tongued, lovable Pearl from 227, made an appearance in Family Matters in a guest role often noted for its comedic touch. She was famous for playing elderly characters who refused to conform to the stereotype of quiet grandma, instead infusing them with sass and flair. Off-screen, she was reportedly very proud of her longevity in the entertainment business, having started in theater during a time when African-American actresses faced daunting odds. She passed away in 2000 due to a heart attack, leaving behind stories of perseverance and an acting style that brought levity and honesty to every role she played. For Family Matters fans, her cameo is a small gem, reminding us of how even a short scene can leave us laughing and grateful for the talents of those who paved the way for future generations of performers. Jeanette Dubois, best known as Willona Woods from Good Times, also made a brief appearance on Family Matters that had fans doing a double take. Renowned for her vibrant personality and unforgettable comedic timing, she was also a talented songwriter, reportedly the co-writer and singer of the Jeffersons theme song, Movin' On Up. On the Family Matters set, Cast members recalled her as someone who lifted everyone's spirits, often telling them, "Let's give the folks something to smile about tonight." She passed away in 2020 in her sleep, according to sources. Even though her stint on Family Matters was short, that cameo further showcased a woman who spent her life making audiences laugh and applaud. Her legacy lies in the joy and empowerment she brought to her characters, ensuring that her roles would never be forgotten. Finally, Tom Poston, fondly remembered for his roles on Newhart and appearances in several beloved sitcoms, also had a guest spot on Family Matters, reportedly playing a neighborly character brimming with comedic confusion. Known as a master of the befuddled straight man, Tom brought a genteel humor to every project he touched. Colleagues said that between takes, he was quick to share kindly advice with the younger actors, reminding them that comedy comes from the heart. If you can laugh at yourself, you can make others laugh too. He passed away in 2007 from respiratory failure. Although his role in Family Matters was a cameo, it embodied his signature style, warm, slightly off-kilter, and immediately endearing. He left behind a vast body of work that reminds us how a gentle approach to humor can resonate across decades of television. Reflecting on these lives, we see a tapestry of talent and spirit woven into a single sitcom. They each had their own stories, some bright, some marked by hardships, but all touched by a dedication to bringing laughter and warmth into our homes. From long-term roles like Rosetta LeNoire's beloved Estelle to short but memorable cameos from legends like Donna Summer, each performer found a way to make Family Matters feel like a bustling, welcoming family. Their personal journeys, whether involving health battles, moments of triumph, or quiet acts of kindness, serve as reminders that behind every iconic show are real lives, full of love, loss, and the pursuit of happiness. For longtime fans, rewatching Family Matters is a portal to the joy of simpler times and a chance to share that nostalgia with children and grandchildren. As we remember these performers who've passed away, perhaps we can also ask ourselves, what made their presence on screen so special? Was it the sense of genuine camaraderie? Was it the show's focus on loyalty and love over cynicism? Or was it their ability to reflect our own family ups and downs, but with a dash more comedy? We honor them today by recalling their talents, celebrating the laughter they gave us, and cherishing the lessons they left behind. After all, a good family sitcom does more than just entertain. It reminds us that in an ever-changing world, we can still rely on faith, love, and a hearty laugh to see us through. Thank you for sharing these memories with me. And as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts and reflections on these dear actors and how they touched your own life.